Welcome everybody to the Dong Report, where I give out my favorite home run picks of the day. Overall, we have had a lot of success on these home run picks, but I will admit we are in the midst of a slump recently. Yesterday, I gave out 5 picks on this YouTube channel. We ended up going 0-4-1 on the day as one player didn't play, so we got that refunded. But 0-4 means we were down 4 units on these plays yesterday. That brings our total profit down to $16.50 with an ROI of 4.73%. That's the lowest that the total profit has been in over a month, so it has been rough recently, no doubt about that. But that is unfortunately how things go when you are betting on home runs. It's a very fickle business. As for today, I got 8 home run picks for you guys, hoping that we can turn this thing around. Real quick, before we get into it, I would appreciate it if you're not already, if you could subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then if you could like the video and comment as well. All that stuff helps me out a ton as I attempt to grow my solo YouTube channel. But enough of that, let's get into these home run picks. So as I mentioned, I have 8 for you guys today. Starting off, I'm going to have 3 in the Dodgers versus Rockies game. First up, we're going with Freddie Freeman to hit a home run. That is at plus 310 odds at Caesars. So this game in general, not surprising, game at Coors Field, incredibly juicy for home runs to be hit. Incredible, incredible game. So we're going to have 3. 2 of them are going to be on the Dodgers, starting with Freddie Freeman. So Freeman, he's only got 1 home run in his last 10 games, but I am very confident that a power surge is coming. All of his raw power numbers still look really good. An ISO rate, which stands for isolated power, literally just measures how much power a batter has when they hit the ball, of 23.2%. That's considered great. He's got a WOBA, a weighted on-base average of 399. That is just below excellent, still considered great. And a barrel rate of 12.8%, also considered great. So great on all 3 of those stats means that he's a good power hitter. Means that the home runs are going to come. Pitching for the Rockies is a horrible pitcher in Connor Siebold. I hate to say it, but it is unfortunately true. So I'm guessing that it is going to be dongs galore for the Dodgers tonight. Hopefully we can get Freddie Freeman to cash one for us, along with our next pick, which is going to be Mookie Betts to hit a home run. That is at plus 305 odds, again at Caesars. Now, Betts has had an incredible year from the home run department. He's got 19 on the year, and he's got 2 in his last 3 games alone. So unlike Freeman, Mookie Betts has shown a recent hot streak as well. And his power numbers, Betts, are on par with Freeman's, right? He's got a little bit of a better ISO rate, again, isolated power at 25.4%. That's considered excellent. Anything at 25% and above is considered excellent. So that's obviously really good. His barrel rate is considered great. That is at 11.2%. And barrel rate, I didn't mention it before. That just basically measures how often a batter gets good contact, good wood, hits the barrel of the bat when they're at the plate. So for my understanding, barrel rate plus ISO rate means that they're getting good contact and they're a good power hitter. That leads to home runs. In a game like this, with incredible weather, that leads to even more home runs. So but between, again, Freeman and Betts, they should be able to take Siebold yard. Next up, last player in this specific game, first player on the Rockies, we are going with Ryan McMahon to hit a home run. That is at plus 600 odds at FanDuel. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the scary part here, the concern. That is with Kershaw on the mound for the Dodgers. He's older. He's still having an incredible year, but I really do like McMahon. He's a good player. He's got 12 home runs on the year, and he's hit 2 in his last 10 games. That happened in the same game when he hit 2 on June 18th. So admittedly, it has been a little bit of a cold streak for McMahon in the home run department as well. But again, this isn't going to surprise you. He's got awesome power numbers. You're going to sense a theme here when I give out all my picks. I really like to look at these 2 stats, make sure that they're in the great category. He's got a barrel rate of 13.6%, which is better than both Freeman and Betts. And he's got an ISO rate of 22.1%. Considered great. So McMahon should be able to hopefully cash one for us as well. And at plus 600 odds, that value is incredible. Next up, I'm going to have 2 players in the White Sox versus Angels game. The first one for the Angels, we are going with Shohei Ohtani to hit a home run. That is at plus 370 odds at DraftKings. So I mentioned I'm going to have 2 picks in this game, 1 on each team. With Ohtani, there really isn't much to say about him. Like, I could give you all his raw power numbers. I can assure you they are all excellent. He's got 26 home runs on the year. He just hit one yesterday, and that was after going a whopping 2 straight games without a home run. He's got 5 home runs in his last 10 games. He's an incredible batter. He's pitching tonight, which I guess if you want to have that be as a little bit of a concern because he's pitching, obviously maybe he won't be batting as well. I don't necessarily buy that. And at plus 370, I think that value is really good when Ohtani is normally in like the plus 200s. So we are hoping that he can go yard for us in back-to-back games. Next up, again, in the White Sox versus Angels game, we are taking Luis Robert Jr. to hit a home run. That is at plus 550 odds at PointsBet. So to start with the scary part, as I mentioned, Ohtani is pitching for the Angels. He's a great pitcher too. But Robert Jr. is absolutely on fire. And I got to be honest, I'm kicking myself for not having him in the Dong Report prior to that. I was not able to take advantage of how hot he's been. He has an absurd 4 home runs in his last 3 games, and he's hit a home run in 3 straight games. Overall, he's got 22 home runs on the year. Let's hope that he can stay hot and cash one for us tonight at plus 550 odds. Again, really good value. All right, 3 more picks for you guys. The next one is in the Reds versus Orioles game, and we're taking Ryan O'Hearn to hit a home run. That is at plus 600 odds at FanDuel. So O'Hearn, if you just look at his raw counting stats, it's not going to be that impressive. He's only got 6 home runs on the year, but you have to keep in mind that's because he only has 101 at-bats. So he's got a limited number of plate appearances. His power numbers are both very good to great. ISO rate of 24.8%, that's just below the excellent category, and a barrel rate that is considered excellent at 15.8%. Barrel rate, anything between 10 and 15 is great. Anything above 15 is excellent. So he's just below excellent for power. He's above excellent for barrel rate. That's great. And he has a WOBA, a weighted on-base average of 388. That's also considered great. This game as well at Camden, Orioles home stadium, is also a juicy weather game as well. O'Hearn is an incredible pitcher. Let's count on him to go yard for us tonight, cashing plus 600. Next up, second to last pick of the evening, we are going with Francisco Alvarez for the Mets to hit a home run. That is at plus 600 odds at PointsBet. So this game is in the Brewers versus Mets game, just to be clear. So Alvarez isn't having a bad year. He's got 12 home runs on the year, which is fine. The concern is he hasn't hit any in his last 10 games, and I like looking at the 10 to 14 day span for a batter just to see how hot they are recently, because it's such a long season for batters. They can go, even the best batters can go on mini slumps. So I like to look at the last 10 games. Now, he is unfortunately in a mini slump, as I mentioned, but his power numbers are still good. Barrel rate, 10.3%. ISO rate, 24.9%. So just below the excellent mark on the power, isolated power rate as well. Just needs to get out of the slump, which we will count on him to do so tonight, cashing plus 600 for us. Last pick of the evening in the Marlins versus Red Sox, we are taking Adam Duvall to hit a home run. That is at plus 500 odds at BetMGM. So Duvall, this is his first appearance on the Dong Report. So he's probably writing home to his family about the honor of being on the Dong Report. So he is also similar to Ryan O'Hearn, where you don't just want to look at his raw home run stats and make judgment there. He's only got 5 on the year, but that's also because he only has 82 at-bats on the year. He missed 2 months from early April to early June, returned, I think on June 9th was the date. So he's had plenty of time, 3 weeks returned from injury, not really concerned there. And his advanced numbers are just incredible, literally incredible. ISO rate of 31.7%. That would be the second best of all batters in the entire MLB if he had enough plate appearances to qualify. And he's got a barrel rate of 15.8%. So he is well above the excellent number for ISO rate. And for barrel rate, he is still considered excellent. So I absolutely love Duvall to hit a home run for us tonight, cashing this 8th and final pick. And that's all I got. 8 picks for you guys to tail. We are in the midst of a cold streak. Let's turn that around tonight. If you're tailing, comment and let me know. If there's somebody that you'd like to hit a home run that I do not have, comment and let me know as well. Other than that, remember, as I mentioned, to like the video and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.